not necessarily living in your house, but using your house to sleep and eat, but then be out in the community and be a part of your community as being living in this tiny house community.
And I want to go back to something you said before, where in other countries, smaller spaces aren't necessarily that abnormal. So what other countries are you looking at, what other communities, and obviously even other communities in the United States?
Well, and of course the Northwest, there's a lot of tiny home communities in the works. I look to Japan, I look to Europe, I look to Denmark for inspiration, because you know, a part of this movement I see that it's not just tiny homes, it's co-housing, it's shared living. There's more to this than just having to have your own space. So it depends on, and it's funny because I looked at my tattoo and I say getting a tiny house or being part of this movement like getting a tattoo. You got to know what you want before you go get it. And so if you want tiny house on wheels, you know you're going to be a nomad or you're going to be a millennial and you say, you know what, I'm going to be in this city for like 2 years and I'm going to be able to pick up my house and move it. Great, get a tiny house on wheels. But if you know that you're ready, and I've got the baby boomers saying I'm ready to retire, I want to get rid of all that stuff, I want to be in 400 square feet and I just want my garden and my community right there. But what's great about what you guys are able to do is be able to talk to your clients and talk to your customers, and they're able to create it inside of their home. Much more easier, or not, I wouldn't say easier, but I would say on another creativity level than, you know, a 2,600 square foot house.
And would you say is this more of an urban phenomenon, or do you see rural?
Well, right now, rurally, you're able to do, because they don't enforce. I mean, even though, like, for example, Rockdale County, their minimum square footage is 1,600 square feet in Rockdale County. And I had a vet call me and said, I want to build a tiny house community for vets out here. And I'm like, look at the square footage. If you seriously, otherwise they're not going to allow you to have them. And he wanted to build 250 square foot tiny homes on foundation for vets, and the minimum square footage is 1,600 square feet. So even though rural communities, there are some, again, it's starting conversations. It's exactly what I've been doing, exactly what we've been doing. Just talk about it. Bring it up to your government officials. I try not to encourage people to just go do it, because we don't want to take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I really want everyone at the table to have this conversation and move forward. But rurally, there are a lot more tiny homes on wheels. I don't know communities, but a lot of people just parking in farms, fields, friends' houses.